Good morning students, welcome back to the social science class. In our previous class we know very well we were discussing about the lesson Indian election system. So as we were discussing about the Indian election system, already we have discussed about number of procedures how to conduct the election in our country or in our state. Okay, so the next important thing what we need to discuss from this lesson is political parties, national parties, regional political parties and the coalition government. So today we are about to discuss these four important concepts and we try our level best to understand what exactly you mean by political parties and what is the need of political parties, why we need to have these political parties, that importance, everything we are going to discuss in detail. See, especially when it comes to the democratic nation, usually in democratic nation it's quite common for us to see number of political parties. Okay, so usually in democratic nation or in a country, it is not possible for us to see a single political party. So multi-political parties are going to be found in democratic nation. If you take the example of our India itself, in India you know very well, number of political parties are there. No doubt some national parties are there, regional parties are there, and definitely these parties are going to have their importance in the democracy. Political parties are necessary in the democratic setup. They are very important, they are very necessary in the democratic setup. See, especially when we are following the democratic type of government, it is compulsory for us to have the political parties, because here we are going to elect our representatives. So that too belonging to the different political parties. Okay, political parties are the link between representatives, government and the people. See, these political parties are there, no? These are the link between the representatives, the government and the people. See, it's very important for you to understand how they are going to have the link. Means they are having the link between government and they are having the link between the people, and at the same time they are going to have the link between representatives. See, the people, they themselves are going to elect the representatives, and the elected representatives are only going to form the government. People, representatives and government. So these political parties are going to have the link between all these three. Okay, they play a major role in formulating policies for social and economic progress. See, these political parties are going to play a very important role in order to frame some of the policies where it is possible for us to develop the financial or social or economical development of the or progress of the nation, progress of the state. Okay, and political parties become a training ground to develop leadership qualities. See, it is very important for us to understand. If at all we need to develop the leadership quality in us, it is compulsory for us to join the political parties, and these political parties are going to give very important opportunities to develop ourselves the leadership qualities. See, the political party that commands majority in the lower house, that is Lok Sabha, at the center, and legislative assembly at the state level form of government, the party that forms the government is called the ruling party. Now you see, especially the political party which is going to have the majority of the seats in the election, maybe it is in the assembly election or in the parliament election. So wherever the elections are going to be conducted, in that election, the political party which has got the highest or the majority of seats, so they are going to get an opportunity to form the government, and that government is going to be known as the ruling government or the ruling party. The party that commands the second position is called the opposition party. So usually the political party which is standing in the second position, especially with respect of vote, that is going to be known as the opposite party or the opposition party. See, at present in our country, you know very well, BJP it is in the ruling party and Congress it is the opposite party, because the BJP got the highest vote in the election or highest seats in the election, but whereas the Congress it was the second position in gathering or in collecting the seats. So BJP became the ruling party and Congress became the opposition party. Okay, the minor political parties or independents can support either the ruling party or the opposition party according to their wish. See, apart from the ruling party and the opposition party, many other small parties will be there. So these small parties, what they are going to do, either they are going to support the ruling party or they are going to support the opposition party. That is left to them. They are going to take their own decision and they are going to join the hands either with the ruling party or with the opposition party. But definitely they are going to mingle either with the ruling party or with the opposition party. Okay, so this is the political parties what we are going to see in our country. So next is the national parties. Some of the parties are there, those who are going to be known as the national parties. So national level, these parties are going to be organized. See, there are many political parties in India, especially in our country. No number of political parties are there in India, but each and every political party cannot be called as the national party. Only few parties are there, those who are going to be known as the national parties. These political parties are classified into national political parties and regional political parties. So whatever the political parties we are going to see in our country, so these political parties are going to be classified into two categories. One is national political parties and the other one is the regional political parties. See, national political parties have their branches in many states of our nation. See, these national political parties are there, no? These national political parties are going to have their branches in many of the states of nation. So as we are going to have the 29 states in our country, in each and every state we are going to have the branch of that national party. For example, if you take the example of BJP, Bharatiya Janata Paksha, and Congress, Indian National Congress, INC. So these are going to be known as the national parties, and definitely these national parties are going to have their branches in each and every state of our country. Okay, next you see they have a respectable number of representatives in parliament and also in the state legislatives. Definitely they are going to have the respectable number of representatives in the legislative or in the parliament. Okay, the election commission grants recognition to the national parties. Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, Communist Party of India are some of the major national parties of India. They established their identities through their own political party symbols. Now you see, usually these political parties, the national political parties are there, no? So mainly we are going to see the Bharatiya Janata Paksha and Indian National Congress and Communist Party. So these are going to be known as our national parties of India. And usually these national parties are going to have their own party symbol also. Especially when it comes to the BJP, you know very well the lotus is the party symbol. And when it comes to the Congress, hand. So Hastakke Mata, Deshakke Hita. So that is the what we can say means symbol of Congress. Okay. So like that each and every political parties are going to have their own symbols. Next is the regional political parties. See, these regional political parties are also called state political parties because they belong into the state only and they are going to play a very important role in the state itself. See, political organization securing respectable number of seats in the assembly. See, these political parties are going to have respectable number of seats in assemblies. So now you see, in many states, the regional parties, by virtue of their majority, have formed the government of DMK, AIDMK, Tamil Nadu, Assam, Gana Parishad, Telugu Desham, Andhra Pradesh, Shiva Sena, Maharashtra, Janata Dal, secular in Karnataka, and Samajwadi Party, UP, are a few major regional parties. Regional parties have their own election symbols. Now you see, these regional parties are there, no? So these are belonging to the state itself and they are going to have their own symbols also. So among them some of the important regional parties are going to be considered as the DMK, AIDMK, Assam Gana Parishad, and especially when it comes to our Karnataka, that is the Janata Dal or secular Jatyatita, and many other small regional parties are also going to be found all over the government. India. So regional parties may have representation in the parliament. Regional parties play an important role in forming the government when the major political parties fail to secure majority at the center of the states. Now you see, these regional parties are there, no, they are also going to play a very important role when the national parties, mainly the national parties, are going to fail to get the majority of seats. So once they are going to fail to get the majority of the seats, no, then automatically these regional parties are also going to join the hands with the national parties and they are going to form the government. So during that time, really these regional parties are there, no, they will be getting lot of demand, lot of value also. Finally, we are going to discuss about the coalition government. What do you mean by coalition government? Sammisra Sarakara. So actually we Karnatakiyans, no, in our Karnataka, we have already experienced this type of government. For example, you see, if any of the political party doesn't get the majority of seats, then automatically two political parties are going to join together and they are going to form the government. So previously in our Karnataka, you know very well, Congress and JDS together they form the government, and once BJP and JDS together they form the government. So when if two political parties together going to form the government, then it is going to be known as the coalition government. And usually in coalition government, it's very difficult for us to see the development also, because there is no mutual understanding among the political parties. If a single party is going to have the power, then automatically we can expect the welfare of the nation. Okay, so remaining we are going to discuss in our next period. Thank you.